In today's video, we're taking the Hellcat blower over to a local shop called SHOPHELLCAT. They're gonna take a look at it for us. So let's load it up in the EcoDiesel and let's get going. And if you guys are new to the channel, we've got this Hellcat engine that we bought used. We took it apart because we wanted to double check that everything was okay before it goes into this. You might say, well, why did you take it all apart? Well, when we did a leak down test, it was failing on the leak down, and then we found out there was a bunch of dirt stuck in the valves, and then it looked like somebody had swapped the blower over. And now we're where we're at. I actually took off the throttle body so you guys can see somebody has definitely been in here doing some porting on this snout. So we'll bring it over to the experts since they deal with these things, take them apart, rebuild them all the time, see what they have to say about it, and hopefully we'll be okay.
Okay, I see a Hellcat, so we might be in the right place.
All right, guys, I made it to SHOPHELLCAT. This is Zach, the owner. First things first, he's gonna take us for a ride in this modified Hellcat.
Yep, so it's a red eye with a ported blower, so it has our 1000 package on it. It has a 285 upper with a 9% lower. The car's at about 20 pounds. It made about 975 on a hot day. So the car's pretty consistent, and car only has 1,600 miles. We got it brand new, and it was modified at 300 miles.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go for a little ride first. Okay, we're going on the modified red eye. Let's see what this thing's about. All right, so we're back from a little test drive here. So we've got Drew, we've got Zach, and they do tuning stuff as well. So comment down below what you guys want to see, because Drew said he can actually tune the Viper, he can tune the Hellcat, and he can also tune the 5.7 as well. So we're kind of talking on what stuff, but if you guys need any like tuning stuff as well, if you need 5.7 tuning, for RAM stuff, they can actually do it here in house. And if you guys do or don't see over there, they do have a dyno, so they know what they're doing, but he can remote tune, so you don't have to necessarily be over here. You can actually get a remote tune for them, and tell them a little bit more since I'm doing all the talking.
Well, you know, there's not really a whole lot to know, I guess. You know, we got the shop started when the Hellcats came out and fell in love with all the Dodges. I've been tuning SRT 4s and Vipers prior to the release of the Hellcats, and you know, those kind of kept my interest in Dodge. It was part of the HP Tuners beta program, and yeah, just got love for them, and I hear you guys need some help, so.
Yeah, so I was actually talking to him about, like, because I follow or try to follow some of the groups on Facebook and stuff like that, and I always see like everybody's backlogged waiting for tunes. You know, there's a few major tuners out there too, so if you guys want, I'll leave their contact info down below, where you can actually get a hold of Drew and you can get a custom tune. And he was telling me that he won't go MIA on you if you're at the track or you need help with something or assistance on something. He carries his laptop with him all the time, right? So absolutely, yeah. So we're probably gonna end up bringing something down here. I don't know what first or what yet, but we'll end up strapping some stuff to the dyno too. But I got some other stuff to show you because they took a look at our blower and I think we're good. No?
Yeah. So the blower seems fine. It might need some pin bushings, but yeah, it looks like it was ported before. I don't know if they took off the bearing plate or they didn't take off the bearing plate, but you know, we'll just kind of figure it out. The rotors look fine. It's just like typical wear and tear. There was some oil in it, but it's not too bad. But
probably just from like PCV stuff, right?
Yeah, there's always oil in the blowers. They're always like just caked in it.
I should take you into their blower. Want to take a walk in the blower room actually?
Yeah, that's fine.
They got so many parts in here. They were making my stock blower look like crap. They got all sorts of blower plates and different stuff that they offer here. And you can see there's blowers everywhere. That's why we came here. All right, so what are we looking at here for everybody that's just joining in here?
Well, you can see on this part right here, it's a lot wider in this cut, so it's widening the quickest way to the supercharger.
So this is the stock one, obviously, right?
Yep.
With all the ribbing.
Yep. So this is a 2.7 ported snout that we painted, paint matched to a guy's TRX. This is Tour Red, and this is a 2.4 billet snout. Basically the same design. They're just a little bit different on the back side because the rotor case is a little bit different, or the rotors are different. But yeah, so this is pretty close to what the final product will look like. Aesthetically, the outside and everything will look the same. Inside, we're going to change some stuff up, but you know, it's taken us a while to design it just because we don't want to rush anything and it not be exactly what we want, because, you know, we've seen a couple other products that are on the market now and they're terrible. We're like, man, I don't want to rush this. Yeah, it's just disappointing to see some other stuff that's out there, and that's why we didn't want to, like the building bearing plate, it took us about 2 years to design that.
To make
it's
it,
not that big, you know? We kept making little revisions and everything.
When you look at it, I mean, there's the built variant plate for you. I mean, it looks simplistic, but I mean, it does take some time to engineer just to have it scanned, to have it all the work that goes into actually having a machine make it's a lot harder than getting a cast board.
And then our snout porting has changed over the last 4 years. So
yeah, absolutely.
When that changes, then we have to have whatever mates to that has to change too to make it match.
Is that the 2.4 or 2.7?
That's 2.4.
Yeah.
Yep. We do actually have a finished 2.7 blower right here. Actually, I'll show it to you. So if you look at this one, so that's a ported 2.7 bearing plate.
Oh, nice.
See how skinny everything's up and everything's knife edged and.
That's a 2.7 one?
Yes.
Wasn't that the one that had that big like?
Yeah. I mean,
holy.
they're right under here. I'll show you what that looks
Because I remember you guys are showing me the plate.
like. Yeah.
So it had that huge section in there.
Yeah, and we basically made it almost non-existent, basically, but it's still going to be structurally sound.
Yeah, that's the difference from going from that big of a piece to down a little sliver to get the air flowing, right?
Yeah, there definitely wouldn't be any restriction issues, especially in the bearing plate area. So, yeah, and then this is one of the same guy. This guy plays for the Raiders. His name's Peanut. And so he's getting this whole blower done in red.
And do you guys do anything inside the actual case, or it's just everything's here that makes a big difference?
People do runner porting. Yeah, inside the actual case, no, because it's designed a certain way. The clearances, everything inside there is made a certain way.
Yeah.
So, man, we've seen some people before, this is probably 4 or 5 years ago when people were still trying to figure out these blowers. They were actually porting this backside of this case, but actually that's there for a reason. You know, it's an air divider for a reason. So, because the air, you know, comes in this way, the rotor spin, the air comes up through here. So these are dividers and the deflectors for a reason right there.
Okay.
So it directs the air, you know, the right way to when it hits the lid.
So there's
and
no
the lid
point
and the bottom of the lid,
messing
there's an air, you know, divider.
Yeah.
Right there, and it's so that directs it towards the air divider.
Okay, so there's no gains really from that or the lid?
No. We do have a built lid coming out. Gains, we haven't tested one yet, so we can't really say much.
Yeah.
But it will be significantly larger inside volume, and then the air divider will be significantly more sharp and more pronounced. So it should divide the air more efficiently and get it directed to the bricks a lot better. So,
nice.
But like I said, that's yet to be seen. We haven't really done one, so we've been designing that one for a while too.
Right on. That'll be cool.
Yeah, stuff takes time, man. You know, we could be like, you know what, looks good enough on paper. We can just start stamping them out, or you know, start machining them and call it good. Say it has certain gains, when it needs to be backed with actual.
And that stuff's all available on the Shop Hellcat website, or
Yeah, it's all on SHOPHELLCAT's
And
website.
then he has his own website as well.
Yeah, then our
Okay.
website, fasmotorsports.us.
Okay, cool.
It's our new website. We have an old one too, but this one's a lot better.
Damn.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And what do you think about my crappy blower again?
Functionally, I mean, visually, it looks a little rough, but I mean, I've seen way worse ones. I mean, we've done like probably 500 plus blowers at this point, and you know, these things, you know, especially the 15-17s, have probably been ran hard.
Yeah.
Put away wet type of thing, you know, and it's just probably wasn't around with a catch can for a while. The guy just got debris through it, and functionally works, man.
No catch can on this side for sure.
Yeah.
And as far as clean, because I want to clean all this junk out, just can I just run some degreaser through and out the snout, or what would you
I mean,
recommend?
it's all sealed, so it's not gonna hurt anything.
Okay.
You know.
And I was gonna take the
I'll just get
bricks
it all
out and
out,
try to
right?
just clean it.
Just make sure it dries for some days, just so
Oh yeah.
no, you know, moisture. I mean, a little bit will get through and whatnot.
When you put it back together, make sure that you know, because if you take all the stuff out, you can clean the runners and the whole.
That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, because these bricks are just held on by a few more screws, right?
Oh
When
yeah,
they
if you think this
come
is
on.
dirty, wait till you see the runners.
Yeah, wait till
Yeah,
you
it's all
they'll
nasty.
be, a lot of them are just, you can clean them as you want, some of them just get stained. You know, and then they're just, you know, it doesn't hurt anything,
When you
obviously.
put the bricks back in, make sure that you pry them this way, because
Oh, because they got the ports in the back. Yeah. Gotcha. All right, so she should be good to go, I guess.
I mean, it just needs to be that noise that you're hearing is just dirt.
Oh, so that's not a big issue.
No, it's not. Nothing.
Okay, cool.
This is like pretty normal wear and tear that we see.
What were you saying when you kind of do a little shaking? You're like, ah, it's a little loose or something.
So like, you know how like on a ring and pinion you have like backlash?
Yeah.
And you feel that kind of backlash in the blower?
Yeah.
And so usually when you feel that, it's where the snout connects to the rotor pack. There's little bushings and they have like isolators and they get loose and they click.
Oh, that's like the little post. I saw it somewhere, right?
Yeah.
It's got a little post.
Yes, exactly. So where these go into the blower, they have like little, you know, fiber cups basically that hold them to this part.
I see. And those just wear after a little bit.
Yep, and they jingle in the hole.
So that's the little play that we're seeing, but not that bad, I guess, right?
Yep. Okay, that's all right. And they're supposed to have some play, because if you don't have play up here, you still have, there's gears back here where the rotors are connected, and there's a little bit of play in there, which is normal. So
I heard on the back, like they, as far as the timing, it's just pressed on, right, of the actual rotor.
Yep.
How hard is that to like line up? Or
Try not to flip it.
No. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
So what pulley do I have on there?
It looks like a 310 just by the front of it. It's
And then that's a
large.
333.
And that's a 333.
So it kind of looks stock, but it's not a stock pulley
maybe
actually.
like a pound and a half more than the stock pulley probably.
Oh, so
Maybe
nothing
2
like
pound
crazy, yeah.
You might not even need a tune for it.
So here's a stock pulley, and then that's that.
Yeah, it's not much smaller.
Most, the older cars will take that pulley without any tune adjustments, and they'll make a little bit more power.
The newer cars can't handle it?
The newer cars have a little bit tighter timing, so you turn the boost up, it turns the timing down, and you get to net wash.
So it's a 309 pulley. All right, so we got our blower all loaded back up, you guys. She's good to go. I also picked up from these guys. They had a brand new Mopar head bolts, and I got a blower lid gasket. And also I needed the sensor, so huge shout out to these guys. They hooked me up with the sensor too, and the parts we needed to get this thing back together. All right guys, check out, he's got TRX as well, so all kinds of Hellcat things. All right, so huge shout out to those guys again. I'll link them down below. Like I said, they got a bunch of Hellcat stuff going on here, but not just Hellcats. If you guys have a 5.7 or 6.4 or anything Hemi related, and you also can hit them up with, you know, Viper tuning questions or your Magnum stuff. So your V8 Magnum powered things, they can actually tune it remotely for you guys. So if you guys are looking for somebody in a place that knows what they're doing and does a lot of high horsepower stuff, these guys definitely do. And once we get kind of all of our stuff situated, once we get the Dakota back together, once we get the Ram done with the Hellcat, we're probably gonna bring it down here, have these boys turn it up, make a little bit more power for us. So I'm pretty excited about that as well. So thanks again to these guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below as well, and we'll see you guys on the next video.